Hey everyone, and welcome back to Learn Conversational English. I'm Louise, and I'm so excited to be here with you today.
And I'm Saheel. Louise, you seem extra energetic today. What's got you so pumped up?
Well, I just booked my vacation to Toronto last night. I've been dreaming about this trip for months, and I finally took the plunge and made it happen.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. Toronto is such an incredible city. You're going to absolutely love it there.
Right? And you know what, Saheel? I thought this would be perfect for our listeners today. We could do a role play about planning a vacation to Toronto, and I can share some of the real challenges I faced while booking everything.
That's a brilliant idea. Our listeners can learn all those practical travel expressions and vocabulary. Plus, I actually lived in Toronto for 2 years during my graduate studies, so I can share some insider tips.
Perfect. So let's dive right in. Imagine I'm calling you for advice about my Toronto trip. Ready?
Absolutely, let's do this.
Hey Sahil. So I'm finally doing it. I'm planning that Toronto trip we talked about. But honestly, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed with all the options. Where do I even start?
Oh, that's so exciting. First things first, when are you thinking of going? The timing really affects everything else you'll plan.
I'm thinking late September, maybe early October. I heard that's when the fall colors are absolutely gorgeous and the weather's still nice but not too hot.
Oh, perfect timing. That's absolutely one of the best times to visit. The leaves are changing colors. It's not too cold yet. And the tourist crowds are much smaller than in summer.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. Now, about flights. I've been checking online and there are so many options. Should I book a direct flight or is it worth taking a connecting flight to save money?
That really depends on a few things. How long is your vacation? And how do you handle long travel days?
I'm planning about 5 days total. And honestly, I'm not the most patient traveler. I get pretty antsy on long flights, especially with layovers.
Right, I totally get that. For a short trip like that, I'd say splurge on a direct flight if you can swing it. You don't want to waste half your vacation feeling jet-lagged or dealing with flight delays.
That makes total sense. Okay, and what about booking timing? I keep hearing different advice. Some people say book way in advance, others say wait for last minute deals.
Generally speaking, I'd recommend booking about 6-8 weeks in advance for most flights. Last-minute deals can be great, but they're pretty risky. You might end up paying way more or not finding any availability.
Okay, got it. Now, hotels. This is where I'm really stuck. Downtown Toronto seems super expensive, but I don't want to stay so far out that I'm spending all my time commuting back and forth.
Yeah, accommodation in downtown Toronto can definitely be pricey. But here's a tip. Look into neighborhoods like King West or Queen Street West. They're still very central and walkable, but often a bit more affordable than staying right in the financial district or near the CN Tower.
Oh, those areas sound really interesting. What makes those neighborhoods special?
Well, King West has tons of trendy restaurants, bars and nightlife. Queen Street West is more artsy and bohemian. Lots of vintage shops, art galleries and really cool independent cafes.
Right?
Both areas have excellent public transit connections to all the major tourist attractions, so you won't feel cut off from anything.
That sounds absolutely perfect. I love exploring local neighborhoods instead of just sticking to the super touristy areas. Speaking of exploring, what would you say are the absolute must-see attractions?
Oh, there's so much to see. Obviously, the CN Tower is iconic. You absolutely have to go up, even if it feels a bit touristy. The view is incredible, especially at sunset or in the evening.
Yeah, that's definitely on my list.
Then there's the Distillery District. It's this beautiful historic area with cobblestone streets, art galleries and amazing restaurants. Very Instagram-worthy, and the architecture is stunning.
Ooh, that sounds right up my alley. What about food? I'm always super excited to try local specialties. Back home in the Philippines, we take our food very seriously, so I'm curious what Toronto has to offer.
Oh, Louise, you're going to be in absolute food heaven. Toronto is incredibly multicultural, so you'll find amazing Filipino food in Little Manila, incredible Indian food, some restaurants that remind me of my grandmother's cooking back in Delhi. There's also amazing Chinese food in Chinatown, Italian in Little Italy, It's like traveling the world in one city.
That sounds incredible. I'd love to try authentic Indian food. What dishes would you recommend for someone who's never really had proper Indian cuisine before?
Start with butter chicken. It's mild and creamy, perfect for beginners. And definitely try some fresh naan bread and biryani rice. Oh, and if you're feeling adventurous, samosas make an excellent appetizer.
Those sound absolutely delicious. And what about Canadian specialties? I keep hearing people talk about poutine, but I have no idea what that is.
Huh. Yes, you absolutely must try poutine. It's French fries topped with cheese curds and gravy. Sounds a bit weird when you describe it, but it tastes amazing.
Okay, I'm definitely trying that.
Also, try a butter tart for dessert. They're a Canadian classic. And if you can find it, tourtière, which is a traditional Quebec meat pie.
I'm literally writing all of this down. Now, what about getting around the city? Should I rent a car or rely on public transportation?
Definitely stick with public transit, especially if you're staying downtown. Toronto has an excellent subway system called the TTC, Toronto Transit Commission.
Okay,
Plus, parking downtown is ridiculously expensive and finding a spot can be a real nightmare, especially during rush hour.
good to know. Is the subway system easy to figure out for tourists?
Super easy. There are 4 main subway lines, and they're all color-coded. Get yourself a Presto card. It's their electronic transit payment system. You can use it on subways, buses, and streetcars. Much more convenient than buying individual tickets every time.
Perfect. And what about entertainment? Any shows or special events I should look into?
Toronto has an incredible theatre scene. The entertainment district has several theatres showing Broadway-style productions. Check what's playing at the Princess of Wales Theatre or the Royal Alexandra Theatre.
I love musicals. Should I book tickets in advance or can I just show up?
For popular shows, definitely book in advance. You can usually find discounted tickets online or check if there's a rush ticket policy. Some theatres sell cheaper same-day tickets if you're flexible with your seating.
That's such a great tip. What about during the day? Any outdoor activities you'd recommend for that time of year?
Oh, definitely visit the Toronto Islands. You take a short ferry ride from downtown and there are beautiful parks, beaches and absolutely stunning views of the city skyline.
Right.
In fall, the colors will be absolutely gorgeous. It's perfect for a peaceful afternoon, maybe even a picnic if the weather cooperates.
That sounds so relaxing. Will it be crowded?
Much less crowded in September and October than during the summer months. There's also Harbourfront Centre nearby with lots of cultural events and festivals happening pretty regularly.
This is all so incredibly helpful. One last question. Any rookie mistakes I should avoid making?
Let me think. Don't underestimate the weather. Even in September, evenings can get quite chilly, so definitely pack layers. And tip well at restaurants. 15 to 20% is pretty standard in Canada.
Got it? And should I exchange money before I go or just use my cards?
You can exchange some cash beforehand if it makes you feel better. But honestly, most places accept credit cards and you can easily use ATMs for cash. Just check with your bank about international transaction fees first.
Perfect. Saheel, you've been absolutely incredible. I feel so much more confident about planning this trip now. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm so glad I could help. You're going to have an absolutely amazing time, Louise. Toronto really is such a wonderful, vibrant city.
And there you have it, everyone. A real conversation about planning a vacation to Toronto. I hope our listeners picked up tons of useful travel vocabulary and expressions along the way.
Absolutely. Words and phrases like take the plunge for making a big decision, feeling overwhelmed, tourist crowds, rookie mistakes. These are all very natural expressions that native English speakers use in everyday conversation.
Exactly. And remember, when you're planning your own trips, don't be afraid to ask locals for recommendations. People love sharing their favorite places and hidden gems.
That's such great advice, Louise. Thanks for letting me share all my Toronto experiences with everyone today. It brought back so many wonderful memories.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. We'll be back next week with another fun conversation to help you practice your English. Until then, keep practicing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep having fun with English.
See you next time. And happy travels to anyone planning their own adventures.